Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Raheem Mitchell. And we're here with Miss,
Delilah Outlaw.
Delilah Outlaw. Delilah Outlaw is an actress, producer, and movie writer. So we're here today, we want to talk to her about some of the projects that she has up and coming. So, Ms. Delilah, tell us about some of the shows you have coming.
Okay, so recently I just did a feature film, and it's called Visions Empowered.
Okay.
I also did a feature film, and that's called Brother's Keeper. So those are my two latest. They're more about societal issues. Visions Empowered is about black-on-black killing and police brutality. And then Brother's Keeper is about mental illness. You know, I feel like in society, we don't discuss those topics.
Right.
And mental illness not being Alzheimer's or some other type of something crazy. Just the fact of living in society and having to deal with those issues and being able to live amongst your brothers. So are you gonna be able to be your brother's keeper after having all these traumas, or are you gonna leave your brother out to, die pretty much?
Well, that's true. So most people would like to know, how would someone go as far as getting a role for something like that? Were you just picked, or was it somewhere you went to get that role? How did you achieve that role?
So those two last projects, I actually was a part of the production, which I was very fortunate to be brought on with my other partner. And we actually did cast for that. So some of the other roles, we did have auditions for that, and they were cast. So we do put up casting notices for our projects. Even our last project, that was a short film, we cast for that as well. So when we have more projects, we will definitely put out casting notices, and we're open to work with people.
Oh, okay. So I know there's a lot of sources out there as far as LA casting and Cinex casting. So when you're casting for projects, do you just go ahead and cast somebody that you know, or do you have a wide brand of people come out?
Okay, so we do a little bit of both. We'll use social media, Instagram, Facebook. I also use LA casting, casting networks, Actors Access. Those are some of the few places that I'll put up my notices on.
Oh, okay, that's great. Because I know some of the projects that are out there, sometimes they're paid roles, sometimes they are deferred.
Yes, yes, yes.
And sometimes it's just for the reel or just film credit. So what was this for? What was this project for you?
So it was a little bit of all of that. I had somewhere it was just experience. Some part of it was paid, and of course everything that I got, I put back into the project, because being on the producer side, it takes a lot of investing to get projects done.
Right.
And so we did a couple of grants, we did a couple of donations, and so that's where the pay comes in.
Right.
But again, I take that and I put it back into it. For our actors though, the ones that we brought on, we did not pay them necessarily, but we definitely did feed them. We definitely did get great locations. And we definitely got great cameras so that they would have something for their reels that is actually quality, and we're not just throwing something together.
Right.
So that's how we compensated for that.
All right. So were you one of the writers of the show, or was one of your producer friends?
So I will say it was a collaborative effort. However, I will definitely put more of the responsibility on him. The reason why is because he had the idea first, and then I read the script and I gave a couple ideas, and then he went back, reworked it, and then came and presented it, and I was like, yes, that's a go.
That's a go?
That's a go.
Okay, so when it was time to do all the locations where you were going to film, was it something that you guys collaborated together, or did he already have the locations in mind and he told you go check them out and tell him what you think?
Okay, so we actually did this from scratch. Like when I say I can probably give a production 101, we literally went to find locations. We got like studios, say what kind of sets do you have in your studio? What is already there? What do we need to bring? And then we actually went to go compare and contrast. What has the lowest rates? We actually asked a couple favors from some friends. And the reason why I say that we started from scratch is because we had to start a little bit before production started to say, hey, is your place available? Can we use it for this amount of time? Okay, it's not available. Okay, let's try some other options. Also, we actually guerrilla marketed some, not guerrilla marketed, but guerrilla style shooting on some locations. We just went there, got the shot, and dipped out.
Yeah, that's what a lot of sometimes independent film producers do. Also, Most of them go out for, so some of the locations asked you for a permit. Did you need a permit, or were they more than welcome to walk in the production company in and let you pretty much go ahead and do what you want to do?
Okay, so no. Some places were not open to us to, shoot in their location. They did not actually ask for a permit necessarily, but they did say, hey, this is our location, this is private property, you have to let us know beforehand what it is that you're doing. And I'm gonna say this before, basically a student because I'm learning. Right. I haven't had any, I say, what is it called? Progress to where I'm like, okay, she needs to be getting permits, she needs to do all this. Right. So I kind of used that whole, I'm a student trying to do something, and they were like, okay, we're all for that, get your shot, and then get on. However, there are some places that we were not able to even think about because of permit policies and things of that sort. However, we had a place where we went and we did the shoot. The police came, it was like, all right, how much longer? We're done. Let's go. So we had some little, but we made it work.
All right. Indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's your show for today. I was here with Miss Delilah Outlaw, and she was just letting us know how it was on the set. And the next time, we'll see you next time on What's Going Down in Your Neighborhood. Thank you for tuning in.